What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and I have 5 videos to film today for you guys. It's review day here in the 814 EDC household. I got 2 knives that I'm sending out to Knife Dude. These are the 2 artisan knives and CJRB knives that I need to get filmed, and then I have 3 knives personally that I want to get filmed and put up on the channel because I'm thinking about moving on from them and stuff like that. So I just want to get them filmed and get the reviews up for you guys. But today's video is going to be on the CJRB Scoria. But before I get into the review of this, I do want to open one quick package, and that is a package from my brother Kevin over at Lefty EDC. This is the Detent Diva shirt that he did a order of a couple weeks ago at this time. I just have not had time to open it because I had this shipped to my home address, and as you guys know, I'm back at school now. So I was home over this past weekend to do some stuff, and I was able to bring this back, but I wanted to save it and open up on camera for you guys. And I was considering waiting for another unboxing video, but I don't have anything coming in this week. I think I have something coming in next week, so I didn't want to wait that long. So I just figured I'd do a little quick unboxing for you guys just now. So I'm going to use the Scoria to unbox this, or uncut it, I guess. So yeah, he did a run of these. Kevin is now known as the Detent Diva, which is awesome. Got an envelope, and here is the shirt. Nothing else in there. I've always wondered where Kev gets these things made at, because it's really cool that he has his logo on there. Put that over there. Oh yeah. I got this is an XL, but it's quite big, so it should fit well. But I think Chris Grady's gear, he talked about in his he had it on one of his videos, and he touched on it that I think it's supposed to shrink a little bit when you wash it. But here we go, guys. The Detent, if I can get a hold of this thing, you guys can see this. Detent Diva. How cool is that? I got the charcoal gray, or like the dark heather gray with the pink logo. So I'm gonna support Kev and wear this around. It's really, really awesome. And then he gave me an envelope. Thanks for the support and friendship, Alex. Kev, you're welcome, Kev. Thank you for being, one of the first. You were the first person that really helped me with my channel. That's why I've always connected so well with Kev, and he just, he's one of my best friends at this point. All these guys are my great friends, but Kev has just been nothing but supportive of the channel, and I'm happy to support you, Kev. So if you watch this, you're welcome, and thank you. So we'll get right into here. Probably just some Detent Diva stickers and stuff. Nothing else in there. See, I got the classic Lefty EDC sticker. I got a Detent Diva, I believe this is a sticker. I got a Lefty EDC sticker with just the cutout. I love Kevin's logo. Like, I don't know if I've ever said this on camera before, but I do. It's just so simple with the beer and the Malibu and the colors. Like, it works very, very well. I think Jason over at NebuCloud, who made my intro video, I believe he came up with this. I'm not totally sure, but I want to say that's his work, and he did a great job on it. Ooh, Lefty Live, got the magnet. This is Kev's live stream that he does every Thursday that I should be trying to catch more than I do, but sometimes I'm just busy and I can't. A Lefty EDC magnet, and a Detent Diva pin, which is cool. Got a little pin on the back here. And then finally a holographic Detent Diva sticker. So thanks for the swag bomb, Kev. I appreciate that, and I can't wait to wear the shirt around and rep the Detent Diva. So like I said, that was just my quick little unboxing for you guys. I just wanted to I figured it'd be cool to see it on camera, so that's why I waited to unbox it for you guys. But now jumping into the knife, gotta get that paper off there from the envelope. Yeah, this is the CJRB Scoria. Now this one and the I think it's the Silax fixed blade that I'm going to do in the next video review. are in on review or in on loan from the Black Widow Passaround Group. Justin over there, Knife Dude, he does a great job, getting companies to send in loaner boxes for us to check out, and it's really cool because without him doing that, I would, there's probably been 10, 12 videos on my channel and knives that I would not have gotten to check out if it weren't for him doing that. So I really appreciate that, Justin. Thank you so much if you happen to watch this. But yeah, this is, again, the Scoria, and this was one that I wanted to check out for a while. I think I saw it come out around, was it Blade Show or Knife or SHOT Show? No, because SHOT Show is in January and Blade Show is over the summer. So it definitely was Blade Show. I saw some videos floating around of it, and I really thought it was an intriguing model because one thing that I noticed right away was how thin it was. And, right off the bat, I can tell you that thinness definitely translates well over to, holding this knife and carrying this knife. That is just one huge pro, I guess you could say, of this knife, is how thin it is, and it feels very, very comfortable, and it's just awesome. So with materials, when I unboxed this, I can't remember if I called this mic Carter or G10, but I did look, and I can confirm that this is black G10, and it's very nicely done. It honestly has like a grain finish to it. You can see like some patterns in there. It looks very, very good. You do have a pivot collar here, which I'm assuming is titanium on both sides, to match the titanium pocket clip, which is honestly, I'm kind of about it on this knife because I would much prefer a deep carry clip, and I'm not sold on how it looks. Like I don't love it that often or that much, but it has grown on me a little bit, so I can, it's okay, and it is cool that you're getting a milled titanium pocket clip on a $100 knife, so that's cool. It does have some standoffs here on the back. You do have dual thumb studs, which I'm assuming are also titanium to match the pocket clip and the pivot collars. And then you have a flipper tab right out here. And liners there's some milling going on the show side of these liners. There's 3 pivot circle millings cut out there. So that's cool. It makes it, the knife already is really, really lightweight, so that just makes it even more lightweight. It is a liner lock, as you guys can see there. And then the blade steel is AR RPM 9, which is a in-house made, from what I can understand, by CJRB and Artisan. So it's really cool that they're starting to implement that more onto their models. They're kind of going out with, kind of leaving D2 and other stuff behind and moving more into this, steel that they came up with, and I think it's really cool. Now this is the second knife I had on it. I haven't owned any knives with it, so I don't really have any like true testament to how well the blade steel holds up, but from other people testing it and stuff like that, from what I've seen, it does very, very well. It's basically like D2, but it's more corrosion resistant, I think, and it holds an edge a little bit better. So it's basically just like, I think it might be comparable to like 14C 28N or something like that. I'm not a knife steel nerd, so I don't really know that for sure, but that's just from what I have gathered from listening to other people's videos and stuff like that. But the blade stock is very, very thin, which kind of goes with the whole, theme of the knife of being thin. And behind the edge is also very, very thin. Now it is a coated black blade, so you do have, like when you're cutting through stuff, you have a little bit of resistance as opposed to just having like a stone washed or a satin blade, but it's still very thin. From the paper and the few packages that I've opened, it has sliced through it very, very well. The edge that's put on it by CJRB and Artisan is awesome, very, very sharp. And yeah, so I don't think it is not a full flat grind, but almost a full flat grind. You have a swedge kind of put into the top there, if you guys can catch the light and see it. So that's cool. Now on to action. Action's good. For thumb studs, you can obviously thumb flick it like so. You can middle finger flick like so. And the D10's, it's tuned well. It comes firing out. You can also slow roll it out. But again, who loves the slow roll knives? I'll answer that. Nobody. So yeah, thumb flick, really, really good. Middle finger flick is awesome. Then you have the flipper tab, which I found to be, it works well too. You can push button it. You can light switch it, and it comes right out. I think the detent's pretty well, like I said, dialed. There, I tried to fail it, and it almost locked up. It just barely failed. There, it failed a little bit, but I mean, it comes out well. So as long as you're pulling it out and you're using it and you're not even really thinking about it, you're gonna fire it right out of there. So the detent's very, very well done. The drop action with the liner lock. So, it falls. The flipper tab, which is kind of tall, it hits my thumb. And then it just, you could shake it down. It's very smooth. This is on bearings. And yeah, I mean, I haven't taken apart. I haven't added anything to it. This is just from factory. And it's very, very good. So I'm assuming, with more use, and if you took it apart, cleaned it, and put some knife lube in, or knife pivot lube, or like Gunny Glide or anything like that, it would make it fall shut even more. But the flipper tab, like I stated, is kind of tall. So no matter where you're falling on the liner lock, like I'll even try to do it way down here, it still hits the very top of my thumb. So you're not going to get it to, well, you can do that, I guess. You can close it and then try to get your thumb out of the way, and but it's kind of hard to do on camera without catching, because most of the time it hits the tip of your finger and it stops. But no matter what, it's fun to play with. It's fun to fidget with. It's very, very, smooth. It's a good knife. It's a good action on a good knife, guys. I have really enjoyed having this for the couple weeks that I have had it. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fidget ability with it, so action's very, very good. Next up, we have ergos, and ergos are also a big shining point for this knife because of the thinness. And you also have a nice, generous forward finger choil there. You can see some of the oil leaking out of the blade. But when you're using this choil, you get a phenomenal purchase on this knife. There's no jimping up here, which I'm kind of, I don't mind jimping, so I'm not really it doesn't really matter to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but it's very comfortable. Your thumb kind of just falls up here on the blade, and you can get a very good purchase, and you can do some really good work with this knife. Even when you're choked back, you still have this natural restriction point right here and this indent where your finger falls, and still I can get all 4 fingers on my knife with plenty of room back here to spare, and it's still very comfortable. There's no jimping at all in this knife, not on the liner lock, not up top. It's a completely jimpless knife, and that's kind of cool. It definitely makes it a little bit more comfortable because you don't really have anything digging in your skin. But like I said, jimping is not, I'm neither there nor there on it. I don't mind it, so it does. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. But it's very comfortable. Like I said, this forward finger choil comes in so well. It fits my pointer finger so smoothly and easily. And if you're gonna do some whittling or just something that requires a little bit more delicacy and a little bit more easiness, I think that this is a phenomenal grip to use, because you can really lock in and do some good work with it. So I have to applaud CJRB on that. And even with not choking up in this back grip right here, it's very comfortable. Any grip that I would use it in, it's comfortable. But I mean, I normally just use my grip in a saber grip or a hammer grip, or even, I don't know what type of grip this is called, but I'll hold it like this with my pointer finger if I'm cutting something. So all around it's comfortable, and I really don't think that there is much of anything that isn't comfortable in this knife. Hot spots, there are none, because the pot clip is so flat to the scale. It does not sit very proud at all. So when I'm using this knife or holding it, I really don't even know it's there, which is another awesome thing, because it just kind of sits well, blends in, and you don't know it's there. So moving on to carry, it carries well. Now, I did talk about the pocket clip, and I wish that it was a deep carry clip, but it does go relatively deep into the pocket for being a milled titanium clip. you really only have, you know, this much or so sticking out of your pocket, which is manageable. I don't mind that really, and it carries well. It's super, super thin, super lightweight, and you know, this knife isn't super small. I think it's like a 3 and 3. I don't know what the blade length is. I don't pay attention to that very often, if I'm being honest. It might be like a 3.25 inch blade, somewhere in there. It's definitely above 3, but so it's not a super small knife. Like I would consider this to be a medium sized knife, but it carries very, very well. The only thing, I mean, if you have this in your pocket, you can catch your hand on the flipper tab if you reach down in there to get something, but it's nice because there's no jimping on the flipper tab that your hands are going to kind of dig into. You might, if you catch it, it might just bounce off of it and you might go from there. But yeah, it's all, you know, the G10 is all smoothly contoured. It's all, you know, rounded off very nicely. There's no sharp edges besides the knife blade on this knife, which is awesome. And I really do like how it carries. Now, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but it does have the ability to switch over for left-hand carry, which is really good for all the lefties out there. I know they're kind of forgotten about sometimes, but it's really nice that they put that little slot on there. It would have been nice to have a filler plate put in there, similar to like what Asher knives do on their left and right-hand carry, just because it makes the knife look a little bit more cleaner, I guess, if you just threw like a black filler plate in there to match the rest of the hardware, or even a titanium to match the pocket clip and the pivot collar and everything like that. But that, you know, that's just me nitpicking. At least they put it on there for the lefties to have. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, carries well. You know, and I really don't have any complaints about the carry, besides I guess not having a deep carry pocket clip. But again, that's just me being nitpicky. So that leads me to my final category, and that is what I recommend this knife and the price point. On the Artisan website, I think these are listed for like $103 and some change. I don't know if that's what they go for on retailers' websites. I would think that they go for a little bit cheaper because normally when you're buying directly from a manufacturer, they're a little bit more money. So I should have checked, I guess, to see if they would go for less, but I kind of forgot, if I'm being honest. I will leave a link to Artisan's website for this, directly to this knife, if you guys are interested. But even for a little over $100, I think this is a really, you know, solid knife. I think it's worth it. I don't think I'm necessarily going to go and run out and buy one to add one to the collection, but I do like it, guys. It's a good knife. I feel like it'd be a really solid work knife to have. It has a lot of good things going for it. You know, you're getting super thin blade stock, nice lacy blade, super thin handle materials and handle scales. That leads to having a very good ergonomic experience. This choil is awesome. I mean, you can really lock in and do some good heavy or, you know, precise work with it. It's really versatile. You know, you're getting a milled deep carry, or not deep carry, almost deep carry pocket clip, which is nice. You're getting AR RPM 9 steel, which is, I think, very adamant for that price range. I think that, you know, anywhere from $75 to $100, I think you're going to get good value with it. And yeah, it's very comfortable. It's fun to fidget with. The action's really good. Thumb flick, middle finger flick, flipper tab flick, whatever you want to call that. It's very good. Closing action's very, very smooth. Like I said, if you know, actually bought this and use it hard and, you know, really broke it in, or even toss some like skiffs or Gillian bearings, or even just put some new lube in there, I think it would, you know, make it sing a little bit better and it would drop a little bit better. But I mean, I think that's very good action. I'm barely shaking that, and it's still, I mean, shutting. Really, what I have been doing is I just hit my thumb and just shake and it drops. So I really can't say a single bad thing about this knife in my mind, because it's been a good knife, guys. Like the only thing that I can really nitpick is just not having a deep carry clip, and then like the filler plate on the other side where the pocket clip doesn't go. But that's just small stuff, and I think this is a good knife. If you're looking to get into this price range of a knife, and you know, you're considering it, I would do it, guys. I would buy it, and it's a good knife. I think I've said that a lot now, so I should probably quit repeating myself, but you guys know I tend to do that once in a while. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave it where I don't have any bad things to say about it. So I have very positive, remarks to give, and I hope I translated that well over to this video. Yeah, so this was my full review of the CJRB Scoria. Thank you to the Black Widow Passaround Group, aka Justin, the knife dude, for doing all the work and for providing this box to me. I will leave a link to Artisan down below, specifically to the Scoria. If you're interested in picking one up, go check one out. Leave a comment down below if you already have one, what your thoughts on it are, or if you're looking at maybe picking one up and you just have some questions. I would love to talk to you guys about it. So as always, leave a comment down below. You guys know that's one of my favorite parts of having a YouTube channel, is just communicating with you guys and seeing what you have to say. So definitely do that. And yeah, you guys will be seeing this. I'm filming this on Wednesday, and like I said, I have 5 videos to film. So I'll probably try to do a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to just knock them out this week, and then I can start fresh next week. So that's what my plan will be. Hopefully I have enough time to get all these filmed and at least to get this one edited today, but we'll see. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for stopping back in and for watching my video and for checking out my channel. I've been rambling for 21 minutes now, so I should probably wrap this up, which I'm going to try to do. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.